guys, Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an incredible 2018 so far. I'm super excited to be back filming. I was actually planning on posting a video last week, but things got a little bit out of hand with work, and at the same time I wanted to take a little bit of a break and spend some time with family, so that's why this video is going up a little bit later on in January. But nevertheless, it is still an incredible video because I have been getting a ton of requests from you guys on how to tame split and dead ends, so I decided to do an entire dedicated video just for that. So I'm going to be covering all of my favorite ways, tried and true, tested ways that I personally do all the time that have helped me tame my split ends and my dead ends and help me grow out my hair. You can do all of these things at home on your own. They're super easy to do. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. Alright, so the first few clever cheats that I'm going to be showing you guys are ways that you can trim your own split and dead ends at home. So before I get into the methods, I quickly wanted to mention investing in a high quality pair of arbor scissors. These ones are by the brand Goody. You want to make sure that they are super sharp and will cut through your hair in one slice, in one cut. You want to make sure that they cut your hair in one cut, because if not, it's going to actually create more damage to your hair, which you don't want. So I would highly recommend investing in a pair of scissors like this. So the first method I'm going to show you, I like to call the slide. So what I like to do is grab a section of hair that's about an inch in thickness, and I weave it through my 3 fingers like so that there is a section of hair that is going to slide over my middle finger. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my 3 fingers down the length of the hair, and any hairs that pop up that look like they are not doing so well, they're split or they're dead, I'm just going to snip them right off. Then once I get to the ends, I'm going to just brush it out with my fingers and do it again, because a lot of the times not all of the hairs will come up and you have to go over the same section a few times to make sure that you get majority of the split and dead ends. But nevertheless, this is a very effective method to get rid of all your split and dead ends, and it's something that you can easily do at home on your own. The next method I like to use, I like to call the braid. So essentially what you do is you just braid your hair, and you don't want to braid your hair too tight because otherwise the split ends are not going to come out as well. So here I have my hair braided and I see a few hairs that definitely need a snip. So I'm just going to go along the length of the braid and cut off any split or dead ends that I see. And if you don't have a lot of layers like I do in my hair, and you don't have a lot of hairs that are sticking out of the sides of the braid, what you can do is just brush the braid upwards, so in a backwards direction. That way you can get more of the hairs sticking out like that, and you can better see the split ends and dead ends. Honestly guys, this is a very time-consuming process, so I would either suggest that you ask someone to help you out, whether it's your mom or your sister or your friend, or you can do this while watching a show or a movie. That's what I usually do when I cut my own split and dead ends, because it kills the time and it makes the whole process a lot less boring. So the next method I like to call the twist. I like to take a section of hair that's about 1 to 2 inches in thickness and then twist it like so. And again, if you're having trouble seeing the hairs that are sticking out from the sides of the twist, you can just kind of back brush it or back comb it with your fingers, and that way you'll get more hairs that are going to come out of the sides of the twist like that, and then you can better see any of the split or dead ends that need to be snipped off. How many times I'm going to say split and dead ends in this video, I don't know, but you guys are probably going to start taking shots for every time I say that to make it a little bit more entertaining for you. The next method is something I like to call the fan. So again, I'm going to pick up a section of hair that's about 1 inch to 2 inches in thickness, and I'm going to just flip the ends like this and fan them out. So you're going to flip and then bend your fingers like this to fan out the ends, and then you can see which ends need to be snipped off and which ones don't. I'm just gonna go in and snip off the ones that need to go. You need to go, you need to go, and you need to go. When all else fails and snipping your dead and split ends is not really doing much for you because these split and dead ends tend to ride up the length of your hair too high, then this is when I recommend doing a trim. So a trim is essentially a chop off the ends of your hair. I tend to do a trim on my own hair every 6 to 12 months or so. I don't do it myself. I get a professional. I do cut my own split and dead ends myself always, but I do get my hair professionally trimmed every 6 to 12 months. So this way you're cutting off any major split or dead ends that are too high up the length of the hair and they're too hard to get by just using the split and dead end trimming methods that I showed you previously. It's going to ensure that your hair stays healthy, that the split and dead ends don't continue to ride up the length of your hair, and the more consistently you get trims, the less likely you're going to have to go in and get a very dramatic chop. So take care of your hair, make sure that you're constantly maintaining it, and I promise you your hair will be good to you. The next method I want to talk about, I personally have never tried out, but I've seen a lot of professional hairstylists use this on their clients to get rid of split and dead ends, and that method is using a clipper. It's an electric tool that you would use to essentially cut men's hair super short, and you would just use this to trim off any split or dead ends along the length of the hair for longer hair. So if I can, I'm going to insert a clip right now so you can see what that method looks like. It looks a little bit daunting, but I promise you it's only cutting off these surface hairs or strands that are sticking out, so you're not really taking off any length, which is amazing. It's pretty much the same concept as the methods that I showed you that you can do at home. It's just a lot more efficient because you have an electronic tool doing the work for you and it is much faster. If you like the idea of the clipper method because it's fast and efficient, I would recommend looking into the split ender. Again, I personally have not tried this tool, but I have seen and heard incredible reviews and results from people who have. I know that you can get the split ender on Amazon. If I can find a link for it, I'll make sure to link it down below. So basically it's the same concept as the clipper, except this specific tool is specifically designed to get rid of split ends, and the device itself is really cool and satisfying to look at because as you take it down the length of your hair, you can see all of those split and dead ends being cut off into a little chamber on the split ender. So it's really cool to use. Well, at least I would imagine it'd be really cool to use. It looks amazingly cool. But yeah, it's basically the same idea as a clipper, and it's something that you can do yourself at home as well. All right, so assuming that now you have eradicated or demolished all of your split and dead ends, and now you want to prevent more and split ends from occurring, or you want to just maintain your overall results, there are several things that I would recommend doing. The first thing is investing in a really good quality heat protectant serum or spray that you can apply to your hair before going outside when you're being exposed to UV rays or before using heat styling tools. Any kind of heat that is applied to your hair is going to dry your hair out and make it more prone to breaking, to splitting. And you guys know how obsessed I've been with the Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. This is the only product that I use on my hair before heat styling it. I swear by it. I totally see a huge difference in the amount that my hair breaks and splits after using this. It's definitely minimized that for me, and I don't have to maintain my hair as frequently. So if you guys are in the market for a really high quality heat protectant, I'd highly recommend this one. And if you are a hair extension wearer, if you wear human hair extensions like I do, this product works amazing on human hair extensions as well. Another one of my favorite products to prevent breaking and split ends are hair oils. Now you guys have probably heard me rave a lot about the Ouai Hair Oil. This stuff is incredible. It's super lightweight. It's not going to make your hair greasy, and a little bit goes a long way. It smells incredible. This one is pretty accessible. You can get it on Sephora, which is where I get my Ouai Hair Oil from, and I really love this product. Recently though, I have discovered an incredible hair oil that I am truly obsessed with. It is double the price of the Ouai Hair Oil, but I am completely obsessed, and in my opinion, I think it's worth it because I truly see a difference in the overall health of my hair, and I totally notice it splits and breaks a lot less. And this is the Oribe Gold Lust Nourishing Hair Oil. It also smells incredible. Again, this is another very super lightweight formula that won't weigh your hair down. It won't make it greasy. It nourishes your hair and definitely minimizes breakage and split ends. So the reason why I love using hair oils and why I truly believe that they have prevented my hair from breaking and splitting is because they create a protective coating over the hair. So especially if you're being exposed to UV rays or you use heat styling tools very frequently, they're going to create a protective barrier so that your hair is not going to get so damaged from the amount of heat that you are applying to your hair. Speaking of heat, my last clever cheat is to lower the temperature on your heat styling tools and heat style your hair a lot less frequently. Applying a lot of heat and high heat to your hair is probably the #1 way to fast tracking hair damage. So if there's one thing that I could highly recommend to you guys, it's to lower the temperature on your heat styling tools and minimize the amount of times that you heat style your hair a week. I personally heat style my hair once a week, at the very most twice a week if I have an event to go to or if I quickly need to touch up my hair like I did today to film this video. But for the most part, I just heat style my hair once a week. And today, for example, I just heat styled the sections around the front of my face and I didn't touch anything else, just to freshen up my look and make it look more presentable for you guys. I also don't use anything above 290 degrees Fahrenheit when using my heat styling tools. This drastically minimizes the amount of heat that I put on my hair and it decreases the amount of damage caused to my hair. So those two things together will definitely make a huge difference. Alright guys, so that wraps up today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you will put some of these tips and tricks to the test and start to see incredible results in the overall health of your hair, and you'll see less split ends and dead ends. Like with any routine, consistency is the most important thing. So the more consistent you are, the better care you will take of your hair, the faster you will see results. And before you guys go, I wanted to quickly mention that I do have a second channel. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, I have another channel that I started about 1.5 years ago. It's just my name, Niki Sky, and on that channel I cover everything related to fashion, lifestyle, beauty, and all of that good stuff. So if you are interested in that, feel free to click right over here and it will take you right on over to my second channel. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next one.